person, owner of Rellies Hospitality. This is Rellies Route 2022. We are speaking about Black history and the importance of knowledge of our culture. This one is sponsored by Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. We have Nicholas Miles Newton coming on. He is the owner of Monkey Couch Productions. He is the face of all the literature today. He will have a prayer by DMX. So without further ado, we have Nicholas Miles Newton.
How y'all doing? My name is Nicholas Miles Newton. I'm gonna catch an earful if I don't. Give a shout out to my partner, Kevin Williams, who is co-owner of Monkey Couch Productions, along with myself. Like Earl said, doing a poem by DMX. He's lost our brother Earl Simmons early in the year. Love his work, love the conflict, love the humanity. I come to you hungry and tired. You give me food, let me sleep. I come to you weak. You give me strength, and that's deep. You call me a sheep and lead me to green pastures, only asking that I keep the focus in between the chapters. You give me the word, and only ask that I interpret, and give me the eyes that I may recognize the serpent. You know I ain't perfect, but you still want me to try. Unlike the devil who wants me to lie till I die. Lord, why is it that I go through so much pain? All I see is black. All I felt was rain. I come to you because it's you who knows. You showed me that everything was black because my eyes were closed. You gave me the light and let me bask in your glory. So it was only fitting that when you asked for this story, I give it to you to do our dogs some good. Our dogs being brothers and sisters in the hood. Plenty of times you sent help my way, but I hid. And I remember once you held me close, but I slid. There was something that I just had to see. Something that you wanted me to see in order for me to be who you wanted me to be. And I think I seen it, because I don't feel the same. Matter of fact, I know I seen it, because I can feel the change. And it's strange. It's got me want to beat down your door, because I never known love like this before. It's a wonderful feeling to get away from the pain. And up under the ceiling, I get away from the rain. And the strain that I feel when I'm here is gone. I know real. I wipe away the tears it's on. But I almost lost faith when you took my man, Monty, Paso, and Jay's brother Dan. And I feel that what I'm saying won't be heard until I'm gone. But it's all good, because I really didn't expect to live long. So if it takes for me to suffer in order for my brother to see the light, give me pain till I die. Please, Lord, treat him right.
Boy. All right. Nicholas Miles Newton, that was a prayer. DMX. That was beautiful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Coming up next, we have a great cocktail coming through. We have Riggs, owner of Our House ATL. He will be making a cocktail by Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. He'll be speaking about Jack Johnson, the boxer from 1908 to 1915. Here is Riggs making the Jack Single Punch. Thank you.
You can clap some more if you want to.
Yeah!
Alright, so yeah, thank you everyone. Thanks to Terrell, Rellies Hospitality, thanks to Jack Daniels, the whole Brown Farmer family, thanks to Food&Lifestyle TV, the platform that we're on. Thanks to Nick, man, that was powerful. Had me, you know. Well, so as Terrell was saying, I am making the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Jack Single Punch. And as I'm making this, I will be talking about Jack Johnson, who is the first African-American heavyweight world champion boxer of the world. So, no further ado, let's get started. So, I have some ice here because this drink is actually going to be frozen. Alright, it's going to be frozen because when Jack was in the ring, he would just move his feet really, really fast. Like, everybody talks about Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee and all that. He got that from Jack Johnson. There's actually footage of Muhammad Ali saying, like, y'all think I'm 5? Jack Johnson, that's the man. Alright, so Jack Johnson would really, like, he would freeze his opponents. He would move too fast because he was the only boxer with the size and stature and the speed that his opponents were like deer caught in headlights. So the ice and the frozen part of the drink is to embody that part. So let's move forward with the rest of the drink. So we're using mandarins here, right? So these mandarins, I squeezed. A lot of juice doesn't come out of these mandarins. And the reason I chose mandarins instead of oranges, which are, you know, very juicy, is because it takes a lot of effort. It's really hard. Jack Johnson grew up in the time right at the start of segregation. So of course his life was really, really hard. The old saying, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Well, we got mandarin oranges. And so we got to squeeze them really, really tough, just like how Jack Johnson had to do in his boxing career. So I squeezed all of those, so now we have this. Now to move on to the next ingredient, we have honey. So we made a honey syrup with honey, a little bit of sugar cane, and bitters. These bitters are fig and black walnut. These bitters are also made by Bitters Lab, which is a black-owned brand right here in Georgia, owned by a woman, actually, a black woman. So shout out to her. So what I did to make that syrup, which we have right here in this nice little Waffle House syrup container, I got a couple of droplets of the black fig walnut bitters. I poured about half of this container of honey into my saucepan. This is a 40 ounce, so I did about 20 ounces. And then a little bit of sugar, just a dash of sugar to cut the heavy, potent honey flavor, right? So we did all that, let it brew, sit, and steep into this. Next, we have our Jack Daniel's single barrel. And of course, it's Jack, which is why I chose Jack Johnson. Because Jack Johnson, like I said, he pretty much, there would be no Muhammad Ali without Jack Johnson. He paved the way. He was the first African-American heavyweight champion of the world. And to do so, interesting enough, they didn't want him to fight. They had like colored boxing, just like how they had the baseball league with Jackie Robinson, how he infiltrated the MLB and all that. It was the same with boxing. So Jack Johnson was like, nah, not doing that. I want to fight the heavyweight champion of the world. Well, it was this guy named Jeffries, and Jeffries was like, you got me messed up. I'm not about to lose my title to no black guy. Like, I'll die before I do that. So he retired. So after he retired, you know, some other white guys fought for the title. They won, and then this one guy from Australia was like, yo, I want to see Jack Johnson fight for the world title. So he put up 30 bands for this fight. 30 bands back then was a lot of money, right? So in that 30 bands, from that 30 bands, it got Jack Johnson to fight for the world champion of the world in Sydney, Australia. So during that fight, in like 17, 18 seconds or so, he knocked the man out cold, like straight to the ground. He got up, fought again, knocked him down again. It was like a gorilla beating a baby. Like it was bad. Like it was just really, really bad. So everybody in the crowd was like stunned. They were like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this. So he won the title, of course, because he knocked the man out. And for about, 6 months to a year or so, Jack Johnson went on this rampage where he was just like, I'm gonna make sure all the white supremacists get as pissed off as they can. So he only dated white women. He was knocking out white men and knocking down white women. It was crazy. So they got pissed at him, right? So on some like Al Capone type stature, they're like, well, we can't take him down in what he really wants to get taken down in, which is the boxing ring. So they found a way to take him down like prison-wise. So they charged him. I forgot the actual term, but basically he took his white wife out of town. They opened up a bar, right? Really popping bar. She ran it. So they wanted to go see a show or go do something. They went out of town. Him and his wife, because she was white, the police were like, yeah, you're trafficking white women out of town. Charged him with a year in prison. He fled the country. He was like, nah, I'm not going to prison. Started fighting in Cuba, did all this other stuff. 6 years go by, right? He puts on 100 pounds. He's overweight, out of shape. The guy who said he would die before he fought him and retired comes out of retirement and was like, yeah, I'll fight him now so I can be the heavyweight champion of the world. And he won. But, you know, that's besides the point, because Jack Johnson was still the first black African-American heavyweight champion of the world. And there would be no Muhammad Ali, there would be no Mike Tyson, no Evander Holyfield. None of that without him, and he doesn't get as much recognition as he should. So that's why I made this drink. I blended it already, so we have it in the fridge. And of course, since we have people in the audience, we have enough for everybody. So if you see it all nice and pretty right here like this, because it's TV magic, we already have stuff ready. And we're gonna garnish it with a half mandarin peel. And we put another shot of our Jack Daniel's single barrel inside the peel as a float. And of course, we can't forget our charred rosemary garnish. All right, and here we have the Jack Single Punch, the Jack Daniel's single barrel.
Well, I will say, I'm glad I'm the host today. No, that was a very great story. I didn't know any of that. I'm pretty sure none of you at home have ever heard that story, but the man Riggs here is a storyteller. You should check him out for real. So, we learned about Jack Johnson's and Jack Johnson's single punch, knock him out, 18 seconds. That's all we'll say. We also have made by Jack Daniel's single barrel. While I taste this, we have Chef Joe, the man, the myth, the legend, making some lamb burgers.
Can I get a cocktail with you so we can cheers? Yo, shut up. Like, yo, first off, glad to be here with y'all. Rellies, this is my guy over here. All the great mixologists, all the brand sponsors that's rocking out here at my home at Food and Lifestyle TV. They told me to cook up something crazy, and I was just like, let's do it, right? So first off, going off of this with the punch, with the boxer, I was just like, how do we add some punch into food, right? So I'm thinking some good spices, herbs. So what I'm doing is a lamb bison burger, right? So I'm just toasting my buns right here. Pause. Sounds a little crazy, right? But I'm toasting them in some butter and rosemary, right? Very lightly. So
Like I use that rosemary.
yeah. So right here I have a couple components that's already prepared, right? So I already did smoked Gouda mac and cheese fried. Keeping it southern, we're doing some fried green tomatoes, right?
Yeah.
So I went to my boy Chef Rob's restaurant, and Twisted Soul, y'all do an amazing job over there. You inspired me on the fried green tomato because I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? We don't eat fried green tomatoes. This is very unique, right? Lakenham is a black owned from Jamaica, right? A honey company, right? I have a Scotch bonnet pepper honey. I'm gonna just start building this burger real quick.
Go ahead, build that burger, man.
While you enjoy your drink.
I'm enjoying this drink.
Nobody gave me one, but it's okay.
Hey, you want one?
Yeah.
I got you.
You know, I got you, Joe.
I will
Thank
tell
you,
you,
my
it is crazy good.
You know what?
Here you go, Chef, before you finish off this masterpiece.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but he got the shot inside. In the Mandarin.
Hey, boom.
Hey, I'm kind of fire.
That's right.
I like that.
A real big thanks out to Food and Lifestyle TV. This whole setup is beautiful. So y'all went all out, okay? You went and got the black owned company out of Jamaica. Oh, it's a double. Oh, it's a double. Oh, no.
Bro,
I'm already about to pop out this shirt. Oh, boy. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was our episode. Special shout out again to Food and Lifestyle Television, Riggs, Our House, ATL, Chef Joe, Rellies Hospitality, Jack Daniels, Single Barrel, Lumpy Couch Productions, and all of ATL. We care for you. We love you. We are Atlanta Strong. Thank you.
Peace.